Hello, it's Mamie. How are you? I'm here today to do a quick review of The Joy Luck Club by Amy Tan. I mentioned in my last book video that I was reading this, so I just wanted to give you an update as to what I thought about it. Now, when I do book reviews, I'm not going to give any spoilers because I don't want it to ruin it for anybody else who hasn't read the book. But I must say, I probably am the only person that hasn't read this book yet because it is rather, I think it's been around for a while, like 99 or 89, excuse me, since 89. I don't know where I've been. I don't know why I missed this, but I did. Loved this book. Loved it, loved it, loved it. I'm giving it a 5 out of 5 stars. I do rate books based on the Goodreads star rating system. 5 out of 5 is the highest you can go. I love this book for many reasons. First of all, I love the plot. You know, when you're dealing with other cultures and other countries, those are some of my favorite books. I love learning new cultures and how they live, and I think that's so interesting for me. I love to learn new things as it is. So when a book is about different cultures, I definitely am going to enjoy it. But the way she writes is so beautiful. I've already shared a paragraph with you in the last book video that I did about this, so I'm not going to do that again today. But I do put little page, like sticky notes or page flags when I want to remember certain paragraphs or whatnot of books. But it was one of those books where you had to take your time with, because her word choices and the way she, oh God, I can't even find the words the words to describe to you how beautiful her writing is, the way she forms a paragraph. I can't even describe it, you guys. I'm sorry. I'm not going to articulate this very well, but it's just a beautifully written book. It's about 4 women who come to America. I think it was in 1949, and they're 4 Chinese women, and they come to America and they have 4 daughters of their own. And it's kind of the comparison of Chinese culture versus American culture, and sort of an annoyance between the two, mother-daughter relationship type thing. Obviously they love their daughters and they love their mothers, like most mother-daughter relationships are. But there is a little bit of, I don't know if it's resentment or misunderstanding between the two cultures, but it was fascinating. Now, I think my favorite parts were, obviously, after telling you what I just told you, my favorite parts were when they talked about the women in China and their lives. I mean, some of the stories were really sad and horrific, what they had to endure in their pasts. But their strength just blows my mind. I love these books when these Chinese women, they're so submissive, and I find that, I adore that in them. I find it fascinating, because here in America, I mean, I wasn't raised to be submissive. I was raised to speak my mind and to, you know, be honest and upfront, and that's how I am. But I do appreciate how they're raised to just put your head down, keep your mouth shut, do what you're told, and, you know, I know as a woman, you know, you don't, nowadays it's a lot different with feminism and all that other stuff that I'm not going to get into, but I just find it fascinating how that's how they lived, and that's how, you know, that's just the way that they are, and I find it to be really, really neat just to learn their culture. I'm sorry, I'm at a loss for words because I don't know how to articulate this, but I just find it so interesting. I guess is the main thing, is this book was so interesting. I did, however, as much as I loved it, I loved this book, I did, however, sometimes find it confusing because how she went back and forth. I think it would have been helpful. Listen to me, like telling you how to write your books, right? Oh, she did do that. She did give me the. Never mind. I'm not even going to say that. But in the beginning of the book, she gives you the 4 women, the mothers, and then right next to it are the 4 daughters' names, which I found that very helpful. I did refer to this quite often because I kept thinking when I was in there, I'm like, okay, now whose daughter is she? Whose mother is she? Or I kept getting them confused. I'm not even going to attempt to pronunciate these names, these Chinese names, because I do not want to, ruin them or embarrass myself. But that was the only, if I had to say one negative thing, which is not even negative, it's just me not being able to keep track of everybody, because basically there's 8 women total. So she flip-flops from stories from China to now, to this daughter, to this daughter, to this mother, and they're all wonderful stories. But that was the only thing that I had a hard time sometimes. I actually wrote down a couple things about, this daughter was the chess player, this daughter was the pianist, this daughter was the one having marital problems, so all those different things without giving too many spoilers away. I did find myself, okay, this daughter was, just to keep track of each character, but I thought she developed the characters wonderfully. I felt like I knew them. I thought about them when I wasn't reading the book, and for me that's huge when it comes to my rating. If I give it a 5, usually it's because I can't stop thinking about the book and I can't wait to pick it up again and read it. For me, that's a 5-star book when I act that way. So this was definitely a 5-star book. So I loved it. For those of you who haven't read it, pick it up because it's really good. For those of you that have read it, please let me know in the comments below what you thought of it. And I'm sure I'm missing a lot of things that you liked about it. So please give me some of your opinions as to why you liked it, or if you've read other books by her, which one should I read next when it comes to Amy Tan? Because I definitely, once I find a book that I love, I usually go through all of their work and I'll read everything that they've ever written. So if you think that I'll like another one of hers that you've read, please let me know in the comments below, the recommendations. So that is the Joy Luck Club. Loved it. Now, I am currently reading A Man Called, well, some people say A Man Called Ove, which I don't think is right. I think it's Uva is what I'm learning from YouTube. I think it's called A Man Called Uva. And, oh, by the way, before I forget, I got some Happy Mail. I'm so excited. I have to show you this before I go into this book. I got this paper, or this bookmark from Elizabeth. And look how she decorated her envelope with this stuff. Oh, my address is on there. Oh, well. I covered their addresses, but I didn't cover my address. So this was her envelope, and she made this gorgeous bookmark. And I've been using it in my book that I'm reading for book club. And then I did get something from Ginger. Look at how cute this card is. This girl card from Ginger. And from Catherine, I got this beautiful Hair and Snow Alan Seeby card, Art Angels. She's an old pen pal of mine from the state of Washington. But anyways, I love getting my Happy Mail, and thank you, girls. And there is something coming to each one of you that's already out in the mail, so be looking for that. But, so I wanted to share my gorgeous bookmark that Elizabeth made me. I'm so excited to use it. It's so much fun. Anyway, I don't want to do a book review on this yet because I'm not done, but I'm on page 256, and I think there's like 340 pages in this or so, 3-something. Where's the number? Yeah, like 338. So, I'll give you more detail on that book, but if you've read this, please give me your comments below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts on it. Very interesting. So, I hope you can't see my desk because it is a disaster right now. I'm working on my Hobonichi, which I hope to do a flip through soon. I'm a little bit behind on it because I don't do it daily like you're supposed to because I fall behind on projects, but I'll do a flip through soon, but I'll give you a little sneak peek of my first page. There's my EGIF. That's my niece Emma. She's so cute. She's all grown up on me. Anyway, see how I get off on tangents, you guys? It's called a little chat with Mamie. Anyways, happy reading to everyone. I hope you're reading some good books. If you are, please let me know below. And if you're on Goodreads, which is a wonderful site for readers, it's kind of like Facebook, but for mainly focused about, well, not mainly, it's focused about books and reading. My name is Mamie Brown on there, so please do a friend request. I would love to see what you guys are reading. And give me a comment down below so we can chit chat. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you soon. Thanks for watching.